to channel Fisher Magic. Today we will be starting off with some historic elves, trying to get to Mythic. I'm going to work on that a little more maybe later this week.
Okay.
Or during the next week.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there have been a lot of elves doing well in Arena, huh?
Of course there is. Why wouldn't there be?
Oh,
Elves are great.
I'm going to
Elves are great.
close this a
Elves
little
are
bit
great.
because
Elves
there's
are
some-
awesome. Elves are great. Elves are great.
Really?
Yeah, of course.
I see. Oh, we're still getting some weird lighting. Oh, I know what it is. It's the lighting behind here. That's what it is,
And
isn't
this
it?
is a pretty good hand.
Okay, now we're set.
Whee!
That's what it is. Dana, that's what was causing things to be kind of weird. Okay. Are you using the new list? The new elves list? Or
Did you update it?
well, I made a new one. Oh, we might need to want to switch after this.
Yeah, no.
I see. Well, because I did what we talked about,
Okay.
but it's a new deck because I wanted to say, oh, let's preserve the old deck, and then we can also do the new deck. So we kind of do both on that front.
I need to, there we go. There was some stuff that was,
Okay, now it's all configured.
yes,
Oh, that's a Warmaster.
it is a Warmaster. Allosaurus Shepherd is attacking.
That's what it does best, isn't it?
Yeah, it's something that it does best.
Oh, that's not fun though. Ooh, but now you have Archdruid.
Marwyn.
Oh, Marwyn first? Yeah, I can see that. That works well. Hopefully it lives.
If I draw a land, I can dump my hand.
GPD Scoop, thank you very much for the subscription.
Oh, thank you.
Appreciate it. 4 months. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
And then Ranger Alpha says
that's
good
just
afternoon.
sad.
Good afternoon, Ranger Alpha. Oh yeah, that was sad, wasn't it?
Now
I guess
it
there's
is
no
ours.
dumping of hand.
There was going to be.
I know.
They didn't kill my Marwyn because I could have gone. It actually didn't matter the order. I could have gone elite, elite. So that's 4 counters. So Marwyn's 5.
Yep. Mad Girl with the box. Good evening. Good evening, Mad
evening.
Girl with the box.
Not entirely sure it's evening for us yet.
Well, not for us. But, you know, where they are, right? Dana, it's a Coco that you did not cast.
And I got a Lanny. This is unacceptable.
Yes. Nameless Elves says woo. Hi. Hello, Nameless Elf.
I just kind of hope Annie doesn't come up again.
Yes. It wasn't so bad, though. She just kind of wanted to see what was going on. Okay. Well, I think you do the elites.
Elite, elite, perfect.
Yeah?
Pass.
Yeah. Next turn. I think you have a good. Oh, look at that, Dana. Slice of Scott.
The first 9
Probably is
months.
our first 9-month subscription, I think. Thank you, Slice of Scott.
Yeah, thank you.
You get the first one with the cool 9-month badge, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah,
That one's
we have
one
a different one.
I like that one.
Oh, but I don't know. I think because they're first, they don't show the badge because they have a first instead.
Oh.
I think that's how it works. Ow. Should show both. So Scott says, my pleasure. Well, we appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, what are your thoughts here?
I can block with the tokens.
Okay. Of course, things become a lot bigger with that Shepherd next turn. But you also have Imperious Perfect to make more tokens. You can block 1, you can block none, you can block both.
I'll block 1.
Okay.
I was just doing some quick math to see if I could kill them if I had both my things.
Oh, that's good.
Which I
well,
cannot.
you have plenty of mana.
Actually, maybe now I can. Because I don't have to tap Archdruid. So, no. Because they would take 12 and go to 6.
But they... Okay. Can they let 2 things through?
They can.
They can.
Which they will.
Okay.
But if they let something else through,
I see.
they can't. So they're gonna lose everything. All they'll have is this, and I'm at 11, so I'm gonna attack.
Well, but can't they, oh, I see. They can't let 3 things through, though.
No, they can't, because
Okay.
because
I think
they're
that
already
works.
taking
Yeah. Okay. That's a good thinking, Dana. I like it.
12, so another 7 would be too much damage for them to take.
Yep. That land actually was helpful.
It was.
Mad Girl says the first goes to the first 40 subscribers or something of a channel. I don't know the exact number. It's a founder's badge. I have mine turned off usually. Okay. Oh, you can turn it on or off, so you can actually select between the founder's badge and the other subscriber badge. Oh, that's kind of cool. Oh, Cardboard Live, Dana. Can we wake up Cardboard Live while your opponent... well, we didn't wake it up, actually. This one was ours. If it falls asleep in the middle, then it's its fault, right? Okay. Hopefully that works. Sorry about that.
Ooh, they're making big mistake. But I'm not going to say good game.
Okay.
No, not next damage. I want you to die. Thank you very much.
Do they die?
Yeah,
They die.
Because they double blocked my Archdruid and let 3 things through.
It was that sneaky Allosaurus Shepherd.
It was.
Yeah. Pika Miner says hello. Hello, Pika Miner. And Long John says greetings, Daddy and Dana. Good to see you again. Good to see you, Long John. And Jaffa says, yeah, I couldn't remember Allosaurus Shepherd was 6 mana or 7 mana. It's the Warmaster that's 7 mana, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, all your quests are 750, Dana. That's pretty cool. Especially because you need to refill your gold after getting those special Nissa styles. That's cool. So yes, I think the Sentinel Elves, that's the version we talked about. You want to show people?
Yeah. Basically, the changes was 4 Jaspera Sentinels for 3 elite and a land, and a Clancaller for a perfect.
Yes, I think that was what. Yeah.
That's the change.
Yep, that's it. That's what we worked through because a lot of people have been having really good luck with the Jaspera Sentinel. It's another 1-drop. It blocks flyers.
And it's a mana door.
Exactly. And Shasta says, great job. Thank you. Mad Girl says, yeah, it's either one or the other, and there's a setting to turn Founders badges off. Did not know that, Mad Girl. That's cool. Mm-hmm. Oh, GBD is pointing out you do have that blue and white spells quest.
Well, there it is.
There is Jaspera Sentinel. That actually is kind of what you want.
I could do turn 1 Jaspera Sentinel, turn 2 Elvish Clancaller, Allosaurus Shepherd,
Okay.
turn 3 Archdruid, and then I have a hoof. As
You do have a
in my
hoof.
hand.
Yeah, maybe you'll need to later on, Dana, draft blue and white for that blue and white spells quest.
How about just draft white? I will not draft blue unless there's a condition.
No, there could be a really good card, Dana.
I doubt it. Blue.
You've drafted blue. What if it's a Simic card?
That I'm fine with. But solo blue or blue with any color but green,
I see.
there can be no good cards. There are no good cards.
Oh, I see. It's just a matter of fact. Oh boy, we know what's coming, don't we?
We do. Tipple's trickery.
Yep. Oh boy. Okay. Well, that was helpful. Let's
They
hope they don't have
basically
another one.
spent 2 mana to discard a card. Sorry, 2 cards.
Just went to Castle probably. Oh, Lanny was a little late.
Mm-hmm.
But that might be okay. GPU Skip says, I have a good Azorius control list. What do you think, Damon? Constructed?
Nope. Not a chance.
Do they have a backup combo? Okay, not now. Alright, maybe you can kill them quickly. Actually, they're probably dead the next turn, aren't they? Mm-hmm. Oh, look who's here, Dana. Spidey Whitey.
Hello, Spidey.
Hi, Dana. Been a while. Glad to see you playing. What are you...
Casting Clancaller.
Are you better off attacking? I think. Because you have to, like...
I'm going to cast Allosaurus Shepherd.
Okay, that's fair. I think you're better off probably attacking, though. I mean, either they're going to combo you out or not, though. Pretty much. Yeah. Although, speaking of Spidey Whitey, Dana, now you've seen Spider-Man.
I have.
Right?
I've also
the
been
Marvel
doing
one?
some gymnastics. I got my back walkover back, and I'm really close to my area.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You've been doing a ton of gymnastics.
Well, not super recently, but pretty recently.
Yeah.
Like, when I have friends over, sometimes I'm just doing...
And what's the thing, the contortion handstand or something?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I do it against the wall.
Yep. Oh, and I think that we missed that... oh, no, we got both of those. Okay, cool. Just making sure. But you were even watching YouTube videos, right?
Yeah, to learn
right.
some stuff. Since it's really hard to take my gymnastics class, because I can't have spotting.
I know.
Because spotting, you need to be near the person.
You were doing the aerial dance thing over Zoom, but that wasn't really all that exciting.
I was doing cartwheels and reciting our dance, which wasn't that hard.
Yeah.
For the entire time. And we weren't even gonna, and I guess we did kind of perform the dance, but, and I got to wear makeup.
Okay. Speaking of blue-white, Dana, let's go what your opponent is.
Unfortunately, I can see that.
We have a... Okay, now this is an interesting choice here.
I could do Warmaster Lanny. I could do Marwyn.
Uh-huh.
I'm not playing that land. I like Warmaster Lanny. Well, if I do Marwyn and then Warmaster Lanny Shepherd, Marwyn's locked. And then I can do Coco.
Yeah.
I like that.
Okay. Matt Midnight says, hello, Fishers. I trust you are well. Yes, thank you, Midnight. Glad you could join.
Thank you.
Doing some...
That's counting on Marwyn doesn't die.
Winning with elves, right?
Yep.
Okay, to be fair, Marwyn didn't die.
I got exiled. Got removed from the battlefield.
But...
Archdruid Lanny.
Okay. I know, it kind of sucks that you don't have the Warmaster out there, but...
It does.
I think getting the mana built up, probably worth the trade-off.
Next turn, hopefully.
Crazy Maxter says, why hello there. Hello, Crazy Maxter.
Or I can do Warmaster, Allosaurus Shepherd, and then on their turn, Coco get more.
Oh, yeah, because you split it by turn. Okay. Well, and this...
It says once eject heart, not.
And what's nice about this...
Uh-oh. Now, they're going to gain a lot.
Okay, so it's nice about the angels, though, Dana?
Mm-hmm. Is what?
Is that you have the, Jaspera Sentinel in the deck. Oh, Peaceful subscribed. Hello, Peaceful.
Oh, hello.
Good to see you.
And thanks
3
for the
months.
subscription.
Thank you. Uh-oh.
I'm aware of that. What?
Okay. Can I see the... Let's see. Do they have the thing? The Speaker of the Heavens. Okay, that's summoning sick. So you need to actually do a decent attack is the thing.
I can do that next turn.
Okay. Well, but I think you want to keep them off of that angel. I don't know. It's up to you.
So do I do attack?
Well, if you do Shepherd...
Mm-hmm.
You can attack with the Lannies and eat things, but you can't necessarily make sure that they go down is the problem.
And then I can't cast Coco.
You can't cast Coco, so...
And then Coco gives me a big attack next turn.
Okay, so you're just going to deal with the fact that they might make an angel?
Mm-hmm. I'm at 19. So, I'm going to pass.
Or do you do the Lannies You know what, Dana? You could do Coco this turn. Like, it might be worth doing Coco this turn and attack with the Lanny, or you could do... I don't know. It's up to you, Dana, though. I can see a bunch of things. You want to wait? Mm-hmm. Okay. That's fair. Peaceful says, I've been stuck in Diamond for a while with Elves because of mono white or mono blue decks, especially, so I've been working on some sideboard tech. Okay, Peaceful. Dana generally does best of one. This is a new list, actually. You can do the list here. We kind of looked at some other lists that have been doing very well so far early this season.
That's sad.
Oh, that is sad. But your Archdruid is around still. And so this is kind of a list that kind of takes a lot of those elements if you want to like see this one, because as you know, we looked at a bunch of different lists. Mad Girl likes the Coco art. And anyone here can get the Coco art, right? Just type exclamation point Coco code.
Go, 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 go.
Ooh, a replacement Shepherd.
Go, go, go. Go, 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 go. Go, whoa, whoa. I love
Spidey Buddy says, can't wait to eventually have another Magic Fest. My card collection is increasing. I need to trade. Cool. Well, there will be. Someday. Let's see. Is everybody attacking?
I can activate Shepherd.
You can activate Shepherd.
Oh, the thing is...
You don't really need to block. Yeah, that's
if
fine.
I leave Archdruid back, I can activate Shepherd and Warmaster.
Oh. Extra damage? Well, I'm not sure that matters that much. What do you think? Do you want to just get in there? And can they maybe block Archdruid and kill it? Maybe.
Archdruid would be a 6/6. They would have to triple block.
Right. Which they could do.
They could. And I would kill 2 things.
Maybe you leave it back?
Or they could only double block and I would kill 1 thing.
Yeah. Maybe you leave it back in case you want to do the double activation as well as to preserve.
Mm-hmm. So next to blockers.
Mm-hmm. Can I see that Speaker of the Heavens though, Dana?
Hold on.
Let's see. Can they activate it? Only the sorcery. Okay. At least they can only activate in time sorcery.
And they have to tap it and it's tapped.
Yeah. I was just curious more in general.
Making 4/4s at instant speed.
Oh. Okay then. Yeah, it's interesting whether or not that Archdruid should get in there. I'm still not 100% sure.
Well, I'm gold 1.
Oh, okay, you're getting there. Okay, that's almost platinum. Long John with the Coco command. Ooh, that white or blue quest, Dana. It's out there waiting for you. What do you think? No? You're not impressed? Okay, you're not impressed.
Not in the slightest bit.
I see.
This is tricky. If only you were a Lanny. This is the one that might... Like, this is the time where...
I know. Well, if you draw a 1 or a 2 drop, you're good. But if not, it's a little tricky and slow. Okay. And if only they had Elvish Mystic.
Oh!
I know. If only the one in Time Spiral Remastered, right? The old border one was actually legal in Standard.
Okay, that's just weird that they're printing it like that. You mean historic. Legal and historic.
Okay, well there's a 2 drop.
That's a pretty good 2 drop.
It's not bad. And you're going to have a decent 3 drop regardless.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, that Time Spiral Remastered was being released
Actually,
on
not
Arena,
regardless, because
and
they
it was
could
standard
cast
legal.
double Thoughtsus and take my 2 things.
What's this, Dana?
They could have cast double Thoughtseize.
Oh,
maybe.
yeah. It's true. Okay. Peaceful asked, do you think Abomination and Historic might be good enough to push Golgari back above mono green? What do you think, Dana?
Golgari. I'm
No,
not sure.
what Peaceful's saying is the fact that Llanowar Abomination is going to be an Historic with the anthology. Remember we were talking about that last night? Do you think that might be good enough to like make sense to include it and add the black for it and other things? Or do you think mono green is probably the way to go still?
Mono green probably.
You still think
And
mono
that is
green?
sad.
Okay. That's very sad, actually.
Although it's not the end of the world because I still have this other board.
It's true.
That is also sad.
They're killing all of your
they
stuff.
killed my archer, which is now really, really sad. No tax.
Yeah. Nameless Elf says, honestly, I think it'll be mono green until we get Shaman. That could be. Oh, how good would it be to get Shaman? They're taking your perfect, Dana. Peaceful says, I'm definitely going to test it out. I feel like that as a 3-drop might be better than Steel Leaf. That could be. This list actually, Peaceful, if you look, kind of ended up moving away from Steel Leaf. It seemed like there were other better things to do on 3 mana with this list and with Marwyn and but it's hard to say. And PJ subscribed for 3 months. Thank you, PJ. Yeah, Peaceful hasn't been a fan of Steel Leaf. And it's amazing when Steel Leaf isn't good enough, huh? A 3 mana 5/4 can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or left. PJ says I subscribed on Monday. Oh, weird. Maybe it just delayed. I don't know. That's very bizarre. Ranger Office says, unfortunately, we've lost at this point. Yeah, that's generally true. You've kind of got nothing. You see what you draw and then concede, Dana?
Yes.
Because this doesn't, it's not
So I
looking
want to
good.
cast Coco. You are not Coco.
No, that's not Coco.
You're the second one in a row that has popped.
That's true. Did that call for a yogi snack? I see.
Plus, I'm just hungry. I think I forgot to have lunch.
You didn't have lunch?
I think I forgot. What? We got back from Fudger's late. It was past lunchtime. I thought I had already had lunch for some reason.
Oh, Dana.
I just forgot to have. I forgot lunch.
Well, you'll have a good dinner.
With a cupcake after.
No, you've had a donut already today. Nice try. And there's gummies. Do you want to forego the gummies?
Oh, you gotta be kidding me!
Your opponent's name?
It's Slurpee!
Well, how can you beat Slurpee, Dana?
I don't! Unless they
Your
have to
favorite thing.
one of my favorite things, yes.
Okay, one of your favorite things.
They have to give me a Slurpee now!
Oh, Dana.
I want a Slurpee soon.
For those of you who don't know, Slurpees are one of Dana's favorite things.
They're my favorite drink. Besides root beer.
Yes. Okay, now, what's
There's
your
a
plan?
Coco.
There is a Coco.
There's Coco. I want to cast the Coco, but I want to wait till their turn.
Well, why
That's
why
the
wait till
plan.
their turn? Because if you do it now and you get a Lord, Perfect gets in there, right?
Oh, yeah. How about
Oh, boy.
stuff?
Okay,
I know I want this.
yeah.
I
And
want the
maybe
Warmaster.
Warmaster?
Yeah, I think Warmaster as well.
Because you could probably hoof next turn?
Oh, I'm almost
Like, almost no
certain.
matter what you hoof next turn, I guess. Wow, that's really good. So people talking about Range Office's Rakdos Arcanist is tier 1. PJ says Gruul's the strongest. Range Alpha wants to ban Thoughtseize. Because Maxers love the deck, have tried it recently and it was fun. Peaceful says, due to Historic shifting back towards creature decks, meaning more board wipes, I've been testing out re-adding Visionary for card draw. Okay. You know, Heroic Intervention could be another option. Ranger Alpha liked your face, Dana, when we were talking about the dessert and the Slurpee. And then Calico Zac, this is best of 1, actually. Okay, there we go. That was a hoof.
I had a had 14-14 and like one. I had a 14-14 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 12-12s and a 13-13.
Well, one of the 12, some of them couldn't attack though. But yes, they were big. Oh, Midnight says, Dana, there's a 7-Eleven right across the street from my apartment. Please do not tempt me.
No, I want a 7-Eleven across the street from where we live.
No, that would be very bad. That would be really bad.
I would have 7-Elevens so like every other day.
That would be really bad. Especially now, because you're getting to the age you could actually like, you'd just be have money and go walk there on your own. Oh yeah, it'd be very bad. There'd be Slurpees all the time, Dana.
Exactly. How's that bad? That's the best thing in life.
I see. Long John says, Daddy, how dare you? No 10-year-old should have to make such serious life-altering decisions. Caligazak's been loving Historic Elves lately. Loves seeing y'all in the Facebook group. I need to get some tokens for Modern whenever we can do paper again. True.
Yeah.
And yes, absolutely. If you're talking about, by the way, some of Dana's tokens, if you message us offline, we can actually see what we can do even before the physical events. You get a lot of 1-drops now.
There's still one thing with a Slurpee that I want to do. I want to drink a Slurpee while on my hoverboard.
I don't know, Dana.
When it gets warmer.
That sounds questionable.
I was doing stretches. I was leaning to one side on the hoverboard.
That's true. That's true. You're picking up.
And I was fine.
That's true. Caligazak says yes. Message. Okay. Awesome. Yeah. No. Sounds good.
I don't like Narset. Okay, they can't cast Narset and get a Nissa.
That is an if. Oh, thank you, Rodford Lima, for the follow. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
There's a lot of stuff here. Now, what do you have? 5 mana?
Mm-hmm.
You could do both. You could do Realmwalker and then C, right?
Yep. I'm naming Elf. Why wouldn't I name Elf?
Okay. Okay. Now, let's hope they don't have a sweeper. Peaceful says, I'm 400 points away from stipulation draft, and I have a really good idea. Ooh, okay. We'll approach the second sun. Eskimo Joe, thank you very much for the follow.
I think it was Long John and Kyoji.
Oh, yeah, Long John and Kyoji have, I think Kyoji gave the points to Long John.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. And we've seen Long John here. And Kyoji said we didn't need to wait for them, but it's kind of up to Long John. Oh, you have a land on the top, though, after this. That's not as much fun.
Well, I didn't cast the Imperious Perfect on the top. I drew it.
But still, you have the land's on top. PJ says Wrath
Also,
next turn.
I'm another dead neck.
I think they're dead, aren't they?
They're dead. They are extremely DEA dead.
Okay. Now, does Marwyn want to get in there, or does
Marwyn can't get it. I guess.
Or does Marwyn want to be tapped to activate things?
It really doesn't matter, does it?
Well, what if they have point removal? Are they still?
I'm gonna leave.
Hold on.
Back.
Yes, I think this is safer if they can remove one thing.
They would need like 3 to 4 point removals.
Right. This will probably be better, I think. Yeah, Midnight says unless there's a fog we don't know of in Historic, and PJ says never seen fog in Historic. All right. There's a fog! Oh, sad! Just what we were talking about, Dana. Oh, no. And that's a Nissa. Peaceful says Ben Stark played a historic Turbo Fog deck in a Mythic Championship. This is probably that. It could be. Long John would prefer to wait for TOG to play the odd or even draft. Oh, that's right. There's the odd or even draft.
Yes.
Okay.
Time to attack again.
Okay.
They have 2 mana.
Okay.
I really hope this isn't
Leaving
fun.
back Marwyn again.
Yep. It's time. It's tempting to kill Nissa. It's not as tempting to kill Nissa.
No. Yeah, Midnight said I would not be surprised. Yeah, they could easily have a second fog. You want to next to damage probably, Dana, because they're dead, right?
Oh yeah, they're dead this way.
So
and then I have an 11/11.
And then you still have that. I'm not sure it matters much, but we can see. That would be a fog.
So annoying.
Spidey Whitey says,
that?
"Screw, I'm having some settle the wreckage memories." This is very annoying,
You know,
isn't
that's
it?
so annoying.
It's very annoying.
It's incredibly annoying.
Okay.
And I don't like it whatsoever.
Well, they need to keep drawing the fog, or they need to draw Wrath.
Yep. That's not a Wrath, but that's a Teferi that I don't like. Because it's Teferi. And I just don't like it.
Fair.
In fact, I despise Teferi.
They're trying to draw another fog.
Mm-hmm.
Unless they have a fog. Calico's exit I played against this deck. It's not fun. Well, you're forcing them to have an answer at least.
The land fights for us.
So they probably have at least 8 fogs in their deck. Ooh. I'm wondering if that's the Wrath. You know the Foretell Wrath, Dana? Not that you can do a lot about it,
They
but...
can cast it this turn. They would need...
No, they cannot.
Actually,
Well, I think it's a sorcery, right?
it's a sorcery.
Oh my god.
I'm getting
Okay.
flooded.
Yeah, but there's not really much you could draw that would help, to be honest. Because it's kind of like they have a fog, or they don't.
I still don't like getting flooded.
Okay. Agreed.
So then I won't even need Marwyn to activate.
Yeah,
this.
Ranger Alpha says that we're attacking for lethal every turn. Well, Caplo, Zach points out they do have settle mana.
They blocked.
Okay.
I'm...
Are they
Are
dead?
they dead? 4,
I think
8,
they're dead.
so 10, they are. Exactly.
Yeah. But that is a good point, Calico Zach, that they have settled mana. Or they die.
See ya.
Okay. Yeah, because they untapped. Settle was a fear, for sure. All right, almost at platinum, Dana.
Mm-hmm. One more
Which is
win.
that's a good first step, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Midnight
I
says they
think
just
I'm
ran
going to
out
play
of
one
stuff.
more game.
Win or lose one more, or are you gonna try and make it to platinum, or what are you thinking?
Win or lose one more.
Win or lose one more, and then we'll throw it up to a vote,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll see. Okay.
Also, while we're waiting, I wanted to show off a drawing I did in art class on Tuesday.
Oh,
that-
Nitriak, we'll give you a Coco code.
Okay, the green screen does not like that
No.
at all.
Well, I think it's just that it's a little bit light, Dana. I don't think it's a green screen issue. Here, you know what? I have an idea. Dana. What I'll
Oh, you
do...
can sort of see it. It's also in
Dana,
pencil.
throw it up again.
I think that makes it worse.
Sort of works. Kind of. I don't know if it's better or worse,
And I'm gonna keep
but
it.
it's a little tricky.
Well, you
Okay,
can still
PJ
see the pencil drawing.
PJ sees it, Dana.
It's a city with cars. It has it's supposed to be like depth perception 3D was the goal, to see that some things are in front of others and things are behind. So that was the goal. Okay, I'm just gonna worry about putting that away later.
PJ says, very nice. I can't draw it all, so well done.
I love to draw.
Calico says, like, foreground, background. I see it. Is that what it's
Yep.
like? Oh, cool.
Kind of. There's like some buildings where you can only see the top of, and then there's some where you can see the whole building with things like in front of it, but it looks like it's
That's cool.
so well it's overlapping.
Castle. You do Warmaster Sentinel.
And then next turn, it's a go, go, go,
Okay, that's pretty
go,
good.
go, go. I love my go-go's.
I can't tell.
Go-go's are the best.
Mm-hmm.
Beep, 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 best.
Well, the nice thing is, Dana, this is a nice part with the Sentinel. You do have a way to block.
I do. It's not ideal. And I would like to attack with everything, and then cast Coco.
Okay. Attack with everything?
Except Lanny. Yes.
Okay. And you'll probably get a Lord.
Probably. And I'm
Okay.
fine trading my 1/1 token for
Okay.
their 1/1 token. I did not actually get a Lord.
You didn't get a Lord.
But I want to get both of these.
Okay.
Because these are good. Because I have a Fierce Empath in hand. Fierce Empath means you know what.
Does it mean a hoof?
Yep.
I see.
And with Marwyn, I like that hoof.
Yeah?
I like that hoofy stuff.
I don't think you don't have enough mana to do Fierce Empath and Hoof.
Actually?
At least not in the same turn, I don't think.
So I cast this.
You're welcome, Netriat. Enjoy the code.
Actually, I might be able to.
Nameless Elf is 1/3 of the way to a stipulation draft. Cool.
I actually think so. I actually think so.
Really?
Because Marwyn gets 3
You might.
counters.
Okay, that's true.
Marwyn gets 3 counters.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've
and
been
you can do
playing
that. Just because, I guess.
Well, it
More
makes
damage.
Hoof-
Yeah, more damage.
Yeah.
Okay. They're like, you see the hoof. Yeah.
That's why the Warmasters were very useful.
We have
Now
40
it's not.
viewers now, Dana. So welcome everyone.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so
Welcome.
should we put it up to a vote?
Yeah.
Okay. And what are the choices, Dana, on the vote?
More historic elves.
Okay.
What the
Whoops.
heck happened?
I don't know what happened there. I got it, Dana.
Okay.
Okay.
It would be faster if
Okay.
I did it. Just say. I'm a faster typist than
I don't know, Dana. We'll have to see. We'll have to do a type off. Okay, more historic elves. What else?
I'm like 6 words per minute, by the way.
Okay. Well, we'll see.
Historic elves.
Vintage cube, somebody suggests. At some point, yes, actually. Dana's starting to get used to MTGO.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, what was the next one?
Standard elves.
Okay. Okay.
T-Bar Brawl.
Okay. And how about the two
Call time
drafts?
draft.
Call time draft, and is there still the Theros?
Yes, there is.
Yes. Well, we know what Sadie would pick, but Sadie is busy at the moment. So,
She's busy making my dad's birthday cake.
okay. There we go. Poll is up, everyone.
Which I'm
PJ says Legacy Elves, Pioneer Elves, Pauper Elves. Dana has been playing some Pauper Elves.
sure am.
Midnight says she's indisposed. Peaceful says, just curious if you have the same opinion as me or not. Turn 2, assuming Lanny on the board. Would you rather Archdruid or Warmaster and a 1-drop?
Probably Archdruid.
Archdruid?
Yeah.
Okay. Although I think it's deck dependent, actually, Peaceful.
Mm-hmm.
Like against a mono red deck, I would probably say the Warmaster because it's probably going to die.
Yeah.
But against, if you don't know, then probably.
This is a close one.
Yeah.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4.
PJ says, is there a server? Yes, there's a pull up right now, actually. Ooh, it is kind of close.
It's
Oh. We have Historic Elves
and
and Call Time Draft. Super close. Oh,
We're
boy.
gonna do a runoff. Historic
So we
elves
do
and Call
another
Time.
runoff? Okay. I got it, Dana.
Historic Elves and Call Time Draft.
Okay. Historic Elves, Call Time Draft. All right. There we go. The runoff poll.
In the drawing that I showed, I'm proud of the card. It actually looks 3D.
Now, whichever we do, Dana, we'll have time for something else after that, probably, too. Oh, it looks like the Historic Elves are... Ooh. Well, people are liking the Historic Elves, Dana. I think they're feeling the drive to Mythic. Although, Call Time Draft. Ooh, it's catching up. Oh, there are a lot of people voting.
Oh my God, Daddy,
This is exciting.
8-6.
I know. This is really exciting. Okay. 8-7. Oh no.
Oh no. Somebody else vote?
Okay.
Somebody else vote?
Yeah, we need another vote. It's 8-8. It's 8-8. Oh! Historic Elves. Okay. Why don't we do this though, Dana? Especially because it was so close. How about we do a bit more Historic Elves, and then we'll do a Call Time Draft.
Okay.
How's that sound?
Till Historic Elves till an hour, and then Call Time Draft when I can eat
Okay.
gummies.
Well, which is like just another 20 minutes or so?
Yep, and then I can eat gummies.
Okay.
To be exact, Daddy, it's 28 minutes, 30 seconds.
No, it's not.
You mean
Look again.
18 minutes.
18 minutes. Okay. So until gummy time. All right. Fair enough.
Gummy time, I love
Yes,
my
Crazy
gummy,
Maxter.
gummies.
It is my
I
birthday
love
on
my
Wednesday,
gummies,
actually.
Gummies.
And Spidey Whitey, yes. Not today, but Wednesday.
And
Oh, and so...
also,
so Craterhoof will get you a Coco code.
my old babysitter, her son, is having his, I think it's 5th birthday, the day before yours.
Oh, that's right.
Michael is turning 5.
Okay. Oh, wait. I didn't see this. PJ said didn't see the poll. Sorry about that, PJ, and voted draft, which would have actually made it a tie. But either way, we're going to be doing both. Crazy Maxter, happy early birthday. Thank you. Yeah, Long John liked the vote.
My sister's
So, Craterhoof, you're very welcome.
making his cake, which I want to eat. Because I want to eat cake.
You want to eat the cake? When don't
I
you
can't
want to
even
eat
have my cupcake.
Well, you had a donut this morning.
That was this morning.
And you had a stomachache last night.
So?
And they killed Warmaster, Dana.
I know. It was sad. It was extremely tingly sad. But I have a hoof in hand now.
Yes. Now, I think you might want to stay back to block.
Yeah, this is on a red deck. Ah. But
In
I wasn't
fact-
going to block with my Allosaurus.
Well, you might want to kind of anyway-ish. SGS would like to hear more about the cake. Nameless Elves is worth every stomachache.
It's a chocolate cake with vanilla frosting.
All right. No blocks? Ooh.
Next one I can do
Yeah.
I huff stuff.
So you
And
think
I'm
you
gonna
hang
pass.
back? Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm able to activate Allosaurus Shepherd.
Yep. So if they try to do anything, you just activate it. Like now. Yep. The key was doing it in response. Yeah, it's over. Yep. Ooh, Spidey Whitey points out it's an Orzhov cake. It kind of is, isn't it? Yes, it sounds good. Classic. I had a brother who always wanted German chocolate because the rest of us hated coconut. Thus, more cake for him. Would you try to pull that, Dana?
Yep.
More cake for you? I see.
I would eat the whole cake. Well, not in one day, but you know.
You would regret it if you ate the whole cake in one day, Dana.
I know. I said not one day.
Oh, okay. Fair.
Even I know that's a bad idea.
Yeah. Like
And that's saying something.
you learned that staying up till 2 in the morning is a bad idea. Eating a whole cake in a day, okay. So you haven't actually done that. The 2 in the morning you did.
pulling an all-nighter.
Yeah, you just know that's a bad idea.
Uh-huh.
Oh, angels. Yes, Nameless Self saying new experiences, yay. Socrates, that's a good question. I was assuming German chocolate did have coconuts in it. But I don't know, actually. SGS can probably clarify. Ha! Long John says, Dana Antoinette, let me eat cake. Have you heard that saying, Dana?
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah, is it from Legends of Tomorrow? Oh, no. That's how you learned? Oh, God. Well, I guess
there's a whole
something.
episode on it, and you explained it to me.
Yeah, it's true. I did, actually. Now that you bring it up, I remember. Oh, boy. Lynn Lizelle says, pretty sure it does, about the German chocolate. I'm allergic to coconut. And Socrates says, I'm actually German. There's not one single coconut tree in Germany. Interesting. Well, we could import it, right? Mm-hmm. But then why would they call German chocolate? I don't know.
I have Swiss chocolate, and it's awesome. Because I've had Swiss chocolate in Switzerland.
But isn't all chocolate awesome for you?
Oh, yes. But this one was particularly amazing. Awesome. And great. And amazing.
Oh, boy, Dana.
Oh!
Oh, but that's a something.
That's a cocoa. I can cocoa and do Allosaurus Shepherd. Because I'm great.
Okay.
And I can do it all at instant speed.
Okay. So then do you attack?
7, 8, 9. So, I attack with everything but Marwyn.
Wait, can you do both?
Uh-huh. Because I do Marwyn with the 4, and then I have 4 mana to do Castle for 6 mana.
Wait, where's your 4 mana, though?
Marwyn. That's for 6 mana.
Yeah.
4 mana, Coco. I have 2 left over. 2, 3,
4, and then do it. Okay, I see. Do it in that order.
6.
Oh, good point, Dana. You have to do it in that order, though. Yes, that makes sense. Because it's the ability of the creature.
It is. Okay.
I guess you didn't have to do it in that order. You could activate the castle. You just have to make sure you activate the castle.
I think I want that
before you do that. Okay. Long John says there's a coconut here, though, and she's playing Magic.
I'm not a particularly big fan of coconuts.
Can Spice says, wow. Yeah, this is, stuff is happening here.
They're at 5. And I have a big army. And that's not fair!
That's a Coco. Oh boy, this is interesting. This is like a battle of some serious boards. Socrates says, actually the most consumed chocolate cake in Germany, either the Sacher, which is actually Austrian, or marble cake, which is just chocolate and vanilla flavors. You helped Sadie make a marble cake, didn't you?
I did!
Yeah, Can Spice says, oh no, Coco. This deck is kind of nuts.
So,
now what's your plan?
Oh, they're at 41?
They are at 41.
They're at 41?
I know, they're at 41.
How did they get there in one turn?
I don't know, but they did. You can activate Warmaster and Shepherd, right?
I can't.
Okay.
With just Archdruid.
Okay, well, I think you're attacking, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ranger Alpha says, yeah, this deck gains about 30 life a turn.
Next blockers.
Yeah.
And I have a backup Marwyn.
SGS says it's named for the chef who created it. Chocolate as opposed to cocoa powder for its flavor. In fact, its name comes from San German, the man who developed a sweet baking chocolate for the Baker's Chocolate Company of Boston. Also, it has nothing to do with Germany the country. It's somebody's name who was German. I did not know that. Wow. Did you know that, Dee?
Nope.
I certainly
You
did
learn
not.
something new every
I know,
day.
that's cool. Thank you, SJS, for the educational lesson. Okay.
So, I'm going to activate you. And then I'm going to activate you.
Yeah, that's a lot. I don't even know what the math works out to on this.
I don't want
They take a lot, and a lot dies. I don't know if they're dead. Oh, they're at 1.
No, they're at 5.
Oh.
I'm done.
Okay.
I don't want to cast this Marwyn.
Wow. You're just pummeling them. Socrates says this channel is pretty educational. And thanks to the viewers. Yes.
Hello.
Oh, hello. We're talking about cakes. There's been a lot of cake talk today.
Oh yeah. Did you say how?
Bakety, bake.
Yes.
Did you tell
I love it.
Dana? Did you tell the stream how after I made the cake and asked you if you wanted to help me clean since I did all the baking, you said no?
I had to go to the stream. This was at 3:20.
No, it wasn't. There was a 3. You had 30 minutes. You were gonna.
No,
be
this was at
fine.
3:20 because I know this because I went downstairs after my alarm went off at 3:20.
Sadie, look how many flying angels the opponent has.
I kind of want them to win.
But they might actually. Look, they're at 46. Dana keeps attacking them for like a ton.
This helped.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Crazy Max, I get that. That's why I didn't want to do all the cleaning up because I made 4
Hey,
pounds of
I
cake.
helped last time, to be fair.
You helped last time.
And I
thank
helped
you.
last time, and I helped bake it as well.
Yeah, still. Why
I
was
was
I the one left out? You're excused because it was for your birthday, but you were not.
I didn't help bake the cake. I only
So that's
cleaned
more than
when
reason-
I
Okay, so
baked.
you're not going to eat the cake either?
See?
No, I'm gonna eat it.
Did not see? It's unfair.
Oh, I have a question, Sadie.
Well, if you went
There's something
upstairs,
baking and food related.
if I
Yeah.
came
So
downstairs,
you heard the German chocolate?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know why it's called German chocolate?
No.
Do you know it had nothing to do with Germany? It's because the person who, I guess, invented it is named Sam German.
Interesting.
We learned that thanks to SDS.
Thank you.
Calcovac says, I have 7-year-old and 3-year-old boys. I hope I am seeing a glimpse into my future. Well, that's nice because they're saying they hope they're seeing a glimpse as opposed to they fear they're seeing a glimpse. I guess that's better.
Yeah.
Yes. Because Max had to have to clean the house. My sister had to clean the house, and we were a little salty.
See, this is why
That's the same
everyone
says
should
life
help
isn't
when
fair.
someone has to clean.
oh,
Are they
I
dead or
win.
not?
No, they're dead.
Oh, they didn't have life game. Wow. Okay, that was insane.
That was.
In the midst of the
insane.
craziness, there was actually an insane game happening.
Okay, I know it's not fair,
See,
but it
look
still
at
would have been
this.
good.
I see.
Look at my board. I
Sadie,
have.
you know, you do a good job at reading chat duty.
Yeah.
You know, you're good at responding there. You know, you can like call stuff
I
out,
came
right?
up after the 2 cakes were done. They seem really good. They're
There's
both.
2?
Yeah.
You made
So-
2 cakes?
It was 4 pounds of cake. I think did you?
Well, because she's
Why
gonna
not?
layer it.
Making
It's
one cake.
it's a 2-layer cake.
And then I was going to, but I would have to half the recipe. Mommy thought we didn't. Plus, we could get one of those cakes in the boots. That
I
was
see.
her idea.
Oh, Dr. Unks is
I
going to
thought you
have
were
cake for
making
dinner.
a layered cake. I thought you.
I am. I'm gonna cut one cake into 2 in half. I'll show you. It's how you make a cake.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Circuit
Also,
Justice.
Sadie, I was showing
just-
chat this drawing that I did in art class.
Nice.
So, Sadie, you might appreciate this. That's just saying they were at 1 life, then 46 life, then dead.
Huh.
They went from 1 to 46 to dead
Interesting.
Actually, to -4.
with a bunch of.
1 to 46.
Nameless
to
Elf says 2 pounds for
-4.
Dana, 2 pounds for the rest of us.
That just sounds like a bad idea.
Yeah, Dana would regret that, wouldn't you, Dana?
Well, not one.
Oh, we've already talked about the cupcake she wants to have after dinner, but that she's
I
always
got
had
it
a
from
donut.
Fetchers.
Wait, you got cupcakes?
Yes, at
At
Fudger's
Fletcher's.
birthday.
I got a cupcake.
Please tell me you
It's
haven't
awesome.
already
And
ate
cupcakes
the
Oh no,
cupcake.
she wanted to eat it on the way home after having the donut like a couple of hours
Of
earlier.
course I wanted to eat it. It's a
It was a
cupcake.
big
I'm
deal,
guessing
Sadie.
you also had a cake pop from Starbucks?
I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they're.
Oh my god, Angel's deck again? Sadie, you might like the Angel's deck.
But Dana's friend brought donuts over and we were very happy by it.
Yes.
No one's gonna ever argue this because Krispy Kreme has the best donuts. So,
And Handles has the
Is
best
that just a
ice
fact?
yeah.
I
cream.
see.
And Handles has the best ice cream. That's also a fact.
Crazy?
Cream mystery.
Handles
Ooh, let's.
actually tied.
See?
I can't decide.
So you have how much mana here, Dana? I think 4, right? Okay.
So I can do one thing.
No, you could do Elite and Clancaller.
Oh yeah.
You've had better donuts? Where?
Oh, them's fighting words.
I've had
Oh,
good
Dot Dunk
donuts
says, do you like cake
7-Eleven.
donuts or raised donuts?
Huh?
I I think the donuts are the raised. I don't know which ones are the Krispy Kreme ones, because those are the ones I know you girls. But is that considered a raised donut? Do you know, Sadie, the answer? You're gonna look it up. Sadie's gonna look it up.
Of course she's
Raised. Okay, Dr. Young says raised.
Okay. But yeah, let me know if there are any other better places.
Crazy Master thinks that Dana wouldn't regret it. I think Dana's stomach would regret it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
Oh, SSA says local and homemade has been better.
Well, I tried to make it at home twice. It
Because
failed.
donuts
So
are
I've
hard.
given up and just
I know.
gone
They look
thinking.
really hard to make.
I wasn't exactly.
SSA, or SGS moved from California to Connecticut 5 years ago. It took me a while to get used to the Dunkin' Donuts every mile. Yeah, there's a lot of Dunkin' Donuts.
Dunkin'?
What? I haven't. There's maybe 3 I've seen ever.
Well, no, hold on. Who wants to? I think you do want to get in there and attack, Dana.
For sure.
Well, hold on. Does Warmaster want to, though? That's the question.
Probably
See,
not. These
thank
3?
you.
And this can block the flyer.
So
Okay,
you think
well-
those 3 maybe, and you get in and do some damage, or does something else want to get in there?
I'm gonna head downstairs now.
I'll get it
Okay,
back
Sadie.
with
Thank
the-
you for updating us.
No problem.
Okay.
Bye. By the way, Dana, you should have helped clean. Bye.
Ooh, they have that containment priest. Does that stop Coco? That does stop Coco.
It's sad.
Oh boy.
I can block it.
You can block.
I'm an Archdruid. You are not an Archdruid. But
No, hold on one second.
oh, no. Yes.
Yeah, okay, yes.
I wanna
you
get
wanted
hooked.
that. Yes.
And I think next turn I'll be able to cast
Whoa,
that.
whoa, whoa.
What?
Okay.
Next turn I'll be able to cast
Oh, you still have mana
what?
from Jaspera Sentinel if you want. Okay.
I still have a mana.
Okay.
And I have an untapped landing.
Okay.
That's on me.
You may want to do attack first, though, just to, because they won't know what you have and stuff.
Also,
Um,
next turn I can do Huff.
Okay, that's true.
So, you know, I'm just gonna...
Oh,
Okay.
and they see that.
Yep.
All right, then. That works.
I would have to tap 4 creatures, but, you know,
That's fine, though, right?
that's
Totally fine to tap that.
fine.
So, oh, Dana Sokataz says donuts are not a thing in Germany.
Who lives in Germany if there's no such thing as donuts?
Hey, Germany has a lot of other cool things, Dana. It's not
But-
just about donuts.
Yes, it is. It's about donuts, ice cream, gummies, and frozen
Oh.
yogurt.
And SGS says in Silicon Valley they had Psycho Donuts. Very much like Voodoo Donuts up in the Pacific Northwest. Crazy toppings like cereal, bacon, gummies.
A donut.
Gummies on donuts, Dana?
Okay.
Oh, that sounds so good, doesn't it, to you? Not to me, but to you.
Why not to you?
I don't know. That seems a little too sweet to me.
No.
There's no such thing. Oh, Kyoji says hello, friends. Oh, Kyoji's here.
Hello.
Oh, we could do the stipulation draft then.
I think it's gonna happen after this game. Honestly.
SSA says, I agree that Dana should clean, but knowing my family, they would have left it to me to clean up. There you go, Dana. So you should help.
Hey, I help when I bake. You bake, you clean.
Kyoji says, playing in the Hamley Family Open this morning. Oh, cool. Is that the event that Jamie did? And Spidey White said, making them explode is my favorite. Dr. Young says, Germany has other good pastries. And Germany has the best gummies, Kyoji says. Okay, that makes sense, doesn't it, Dana? Okay. Ooh, what's your plan here?
Shepherd, Clancaller, Coco,
Okay.
Coco Loco.
So Shepherd and Clan. Okay, I like that. Now, do you want to wait for Coco or do it now?
Yeah, wait for Coco.
Okay, wait for Coco. Here's your Maxer says, I'd rather have meat than donuts. And they have
Also,
awesome
I'm pretty
pretzels, SGS says.
Also, I'm pretty sure next turn I can cast a Huffy Door.
I think, oh,
What?
okay. Yeah, you can see, I guess. I was wondering if you just take this. That's the only thing. But
Realmwalker?
I like Realmwalker. It gives you good options.
Actually, next turn they die. But, you know,
Yeah.
they just die next turn.
I'm wondering if you just take this, Dana, to not give them a card.
I am just gonna
Like-
say this. Like, they're dead.
Like, you don't care about the 2 damage and you don't want them to have answers. I would have waited, though, Dana, on that Coco. till their end of turn. Right? Because I don't think it was going to change what you did with that. Yep, that's why. Normally you do it on their attack. But I think in this case it's better just in case they have a sweeper like that. Yeah, Kyochi, they are mono red Yorion, I guess. With the chromatic lantern. Interesting. Long John, yes, Long John likes that Kyoji's here. Now he can play
gummy
the
time.
odd or even draft.
It's gummy time. How do I hate gummies?
I
I mean, I
don't know.
Well, I know it's something when I cast a Fluff. Or
Yes.
a Coco. I think.
I forget, what was the gummy rule? See, usually you're playing Historic in the early part. Pre-gummies.
Sadly, there's a such thing as pre-gummy.
Oh, okay, I have an idea. How about whenever you do... How about whenever you do something with 6 or more mana?
That's Fluff.
Well, it could be Activate Shepherd or Activate Warmaster.
Okay.
How about that?
And cast Coco.
Whenever you do in a bit...
That's a just generic thing. That's a generic thing.
I guess that's
Cast
a Coco.
Coco, get a
I guess
gummy.
that's a Coco. I don't think this game is going...
Yeah.
But...
Well, I could still get gummies. See if I get a land, I get gummies.
Really?
Yes. Of course.
Oh, boy. Phoenix King flies off the wing of the plane, landing into the chat as the plane crashes, exploding behind the Phoenix King. Guess who's back? Miss me. Well, hello, Phoenix King. Good to have you. Socrates says, now I'm hungry. Gotta need to raid my treat cupboard real quick. Kyoji says, I'm sorry you're losing this game, but their deck is sweet. That deck is very interesting. Yeah.
I can still get a gummy from casting Coco.
Okay, even though Coco's not gonna do anything.
I still cast it.
Oh my god.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
Fine.